Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gameweek YouTube show. We're back. It's a deadline stream. We're doing things a little bit differently today. I've gone early with my deadline stream. I'm just doing an hour. Stay with me. We've got lots of big decisions still. And I know you guys will have too. The big one is, of course, centered around captaincy. Hello to Sammy's in the house. Spaghetti's there. Maliki. So many of our channel members, of course, in the house as well. Sammy, good to see you. John's in. Good stuff, John. How you doing, mate? Let me mute this. Oh, I tell you what, about doesn't bode well for him. John's not sure about the Palmer captaincy. Interesting. I am. I'm not sure either, but I know it's just the pure fixtures play, and it's the stats, it's the bookies odds, it's everything. I've set up a portal to CJ after. Great. Hello, Rowena. Good to see you. Really stuck on captaincy now. So many are. Let me give you some numbers. All right, let me give you some numbers. Last time they played these two fixtures, Mo Salah hit like 16 points against Newcastle in a 3-3. Palmer, Chelsea scored, I think, 5. Palmer only got 7 points. Palmer clocked, I think, 1.83 XG against Southampton last time. He was awesome. Chelsea were all over the Saints, but it was at a time when Chelsea were flying, right? Now, Chelsea are anything but flying at the moment, but the fixture's clearly brilliant. Last time, Salah went to St James's Park earlier this season, and he got the big score, 18 points. His XG was 0.92. Not bad, but not Cole Palmer levels. Clearly, a fixtures play is absolutely Cole Palmer. A form play is don't look past Mo Salah. This is a coin toss of a captaincy decision. It really is a proper coin toss for me. Like, I don't think this is any bit like easy. I did a poll the other day. I've got a poll live. I did a poll, I think, last night. Set on Salah, 46%. Set on Palmer, 22%. But there's a good 30% there where it's up for grabs. And that 30% can be swung. It might be that you're going to go with whatever your favorite content creator says. It might be that you go with the bookies odds. It might be that you just have a hunch. The time to go against Salah has just gone. I just can't go against him at home. And I did it last week. I went against Salah in an away fixture. Salah outscored Isak. He got 2. Going Palmer after Glasner, who I feel my luck is in. And that's the thing with the Palmer decision. A lot are looking at Palmer going, I'm going a little bit rogue at the moment. I've just gone against assistant manager. I've gone for an upside pick in Glasner. It came in. I'm going for some differential picks. They're coming in. I'm therefore going to back against the best player in the game. No, good to hear about a newborn, John. Send us a picture in the group. I did ask the WhatsApp group if I've missed anything today. I've been out with my daughter all day, and I asked a question, and let me go through some of their answers. Something along the lines of, I said, what have I missed? And I'm just reading everyone's reply there. Rowena says, if I captain Palmer, he'll do bugger all, and Salah will get a hat trick. Yeah, I captain it. Yeah, Rich has responded with that. Michael said, FPL review shows that Palmer is 2 points above Salah. Okay. I'm not really one for FPL review per se, but I get it. If you're an analytics manager, it's an amazing resource. I've never checked or used. I don't know how to use review, but the likes of Ben Crellin, Abdul, Andy, and Big Man, I should add, and Praz do love it. As Michael Savas said, I find it's okay, yeah. So there we go. If FPL review is suggesting Palmer, which is really interesting, then I would suggest a lot of very good managers, certainly the analytics bunch, will go there if they're saying 2 points better off. That's interesting. So let me show you the bookies odds, because this is what FPL review will use a lot of, the form, the fixture, but also some of the bookies data. And they are suggesting like 0.95 goals projected for Palmer. Now, Salah is 0.71. That is a huge difference. That's not even close. They've got the share of the goals. Chelsea, sure, the share is 30%. Haaland has a bigger share with his team. But 2+ goals at 25% for Palmer. 2+ goals, 16% for Salah. Interesting. You could argue the assist rate is just as good with Palmer. And he does play Southampton, who have down tools. Maliki's called it. He has. Look, I woke up this morning thinking I'm probably 51-49 on Cole Palmer. And I went to bed last night 60-40 on Salah. And all day I've just been out, but thought, yeah, I'll probably end up going Palmer. Like I've thought Palmer edged it all day today. And then looking at these numbers, I get it. I absolutely get it. Where are we at in the chat? Get voting in the poll. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. It's awesome to have my deadline with you lot. If you're enjoying the show, to help the algorithm, before all those YouTubers go live, and you know they'll all be going live at 4 o'clock, stay with me till 4:30. Then go watch your favorite YouTuber after that. But, you know, stay with me for the next half an hour, guys, or 45 minutes. Get your questions in. I'll answer as many as I can. In fact, let's do some quick fire questions now. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. I'd love you to subscribe. And let me get through some very, very quick fire questions. Let's just do it for 2-3 minutes. Let's see how many questions I can answer, because I'm absolutely here for you. So thank you so much for Sarah V. Bring 8 Nori or Aina to bench Robinson. 8 Nori for me. 8 Nori for me. I love Wolves at the minute. Benjatara, Wood or Cliver. The benching ones I'm going to struggle to answer. There's no right and wrong here for so many. I'm going to say like probably one of your Bournemouth mids. I do think Gakpo will start. Absolutely. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. I think he probably gets 60. Bench Wanyeri or Cliver. Wanyeri. Do you know what position Palmer will be playing? He could play number 9, but I expect it will be Neto or Nkunku number 9. It could be Sancho, it could be Palmer. There's one of 4 players that can play number 9. Play Dango or Wood, probably would just. I struggle to answer them, the benching dilemmas. They're all benching dilemmas. Like, if it's an obvious one, I'll tell you. Like, Gabriel or Colwill, start Colwill. Bench Clive or Dango, like, that's just personal preference. Like, for me, I'd go Dango because I think he's got the higher minutes. Clive gets a lot of early subs. Is it stupid to captain Bowen? No, not stupid, but I think this is a 2-horse race this week. Bowen's clearly a good option, but I don't think you need to captain him. And that answers that question. Surprised Neto's not on that list. Yeah, I mean, it's not everyone, but Neto's a good option. Enzo in is an interesting one. I'm so chuffed to have Enzo. Please don't spam the chat, Adam. 2 deadline streams to tell Chi to captain Palmer. Yeah, let's see. Isak or Bowen? If you're starting one, Isak. Cunha or Bowen? I'd say Cunha. If you're buying one this week. Adam, please, I won't answer your questions or Sammy will kick you out. What scores more in 28 and 29? And so many of you need to think about what you're doing in 29, both with your transfer in this week. Like for me, I'm looking at probably rolling, but I'm looking at buying Crystal Palace players because no one else can do that, right? Because unless they're free hitting in 29. What scores more in 28 and 29? Munoz 28, Lewis 29, or Hoyson for both, Munoz and Lewis. Bacon and eggs or cereal. I have Weetabix every morning. Yeah. And Nkunku at 4th on that list says it all, really, Captain Salah. Yeah, but Palmer's number 1 on the list. But Bruggen or Sells, my 2 goalkeepers in draft, probably this week. I mean, sometimes look at the clean sheet odds when I'm like a 50-50. So like the Bruggen there, 24%. Sells is going to be lower than that. Yeah, Sells is 20. I know, Rico Lewis. What's he still doing in my team? I mean, I could start Rico Lewis or Mikalenko. Might be Mikalenko. Here's my 11. I've currently got Rico Lewis in my 11. Favorite differential right now for free hit for yourself? Genuinely, I think it's Eze. I think Eze, knowing the fixtures he's got and he's back fit and Palace are flying, we forget, like, Eze price rise? Really? Hang on. That will price me out. So please don't say that. He was nowhere near to rising. No, Eze's on a price drop. Eze's more likely to drop before he rises. That worried me because I've got the exact funds to go Rodgers out to Eze next week. I can afford a Rodgers price. Holy crap. Hang about. Rodgers has already gone down 1. He's going to drop again tonight. Okay, I did not realise Rodgers was going to get a double drop. This changes everything, team. This changes everything. I might be about to sell Rodgers to Eze. The only reason I don't want to make that move is after the FA Cup, we're going to learn a little bit more about who doubles in 33. And I want to bring in a player that I know is doubling in 33. We don't know if Palace will or not, but I do want triple Palace for next week and for 30. Palace in 28 and 30 have Ipswich and Southampton. They also, we know, have a double in 32. But for 33, I was looking at other alternative options, maybe. But I've got the exact funds and I don't want to price myself out of that. Next week, I will have 2 transfers, though, so I could take a punt on a defensive move. Oh. If I go Eze in, and we see my team here for Rodgers, who do I bench? Do I keep Eze on the bench, or do I go Dango bench? I'm not benching Isak or Watkins. That's why I was happy to wait on Eze. Or maybe I just suck up the price drop, buy Eze for Rodgers next week, but possibly then sell a defender to make some money. I could go to a cheap defender and sell Lewis, or a cheap defender and sell Mikalenko. But those players aren't. My sell price for Mikalenko is 4.3. My sell price for Lewis is 4.4. How many good defenders do I get in that price band with a double? Not too many. Dan Burns 4.4, but I'd only have 4.3 to spend. Oh, guys, this isn't nice. This isn't fun. I might have to do Eze today, you know. I just don't see myself starting him comfortably. Oh. Let's get back to some questions. Got to think about this whilst live. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Gallowgate. Minter or Wanyeri? Minter for me. Minter for me. I just look at Wanyeri and the Arsenal attack, and I'm just not there for it. I just don't think we're going to see a huge amount of goals from Arsenal. Info is more valuable for the Eze decision. Gakpo's a good start. Bench Watkins and go all out Palace. It's an option. Just fancy Watkins. Eze's such a fun pick, but I have to deal with his injuries. And that's the problem. If I look at the Crystal Palace fixtures, they've got Villa today, then it's Millwall in the Cup. Now, assuming Palace beat Millwall, the chances of a 33 double are higher, aren't they? Any Glasner quotes on Eze? When was Glasner's press conference? Was it yesterday? I mean, Eze, did he play 90? He was close to 90. Okay, he said on Eze Sarr. Oh, this was a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, Eze's been back a while. Damn. I really didn't expect Rodgers to have a double drop. He's dropping tonight. That's wild. Following from Mauritius. Awesome. Where in the world is everyone? Hit me up with a country, guys. Hit me up with a country name. Yeah, I'm glad I saw Rodgers last game week for a hit to Matoma now. Yeah, like headache with the price drops. Do you think Bowen is getting too much hype? No, Bowen's great. Portugal, London, here's Cameroon. There we go. Max in the house. Where's Max? I wonder if Max is... I wonder what Max does. Oh, no, Max. When we spoke, I said... I think when we spoke, and most of you would have hopefully watched my video with Max, I think I said, if I said this last week with assistant manager, if I was world number one, I'd go Arteta. But I'm not, and I don't love the pick, and I'm going to go Glasner, and it paid off. But if I was world number one, I absolutely would have gone Arteta. If I was world number one, I'd absolutely be captaining Salah. But I'm here right now, probably going to captain Cole Palmer. So it's so tough because you have to remember, Max, by the way, for those that don't know, is world number 5. He's been in the top 10 since game week 17, and he's been first in the world for 3 or 4 or 5 game weeks. Now, Max got to world number 1 by playing his own game and not thinking about rank. But then when you get to world number 1, or in the top 10, you start thinking differently. And you start thinking, what should I do as the world number 1? Play safe, go Arteta, go Salah. But actually, at some point, you probably have to go, no, I should play the way that got me here. And if the way that got Max here was to go Palmer, then maybe it should. But actually, knowing Max's captaincy decisions this season, he's only captained 3 players. It's been Salah the majority of the time. It's been Haaland sometimes early on. And I think, Max, you said you captained Saka once. So I'm guessing game week, whenever it was, when Palmer played Southampton, the reverse fixture of this, did you captain Salah that week against Newcastle for his 18 points? Or did you captain Palmer for his 7? Because I went Palmer for his 7, right? And that's just the way I tend to manage. But if you went Salah and it paid off, it's so interesting. It's so tough. Guys, what would you do if you were world number 5? Neil Robinson in the house, 3 a.m. in Australia. There we go. Salah is rarely hitting single digits. Just nuts how good he is. Yeah. Saka is correct. Yeah. So, dude, you went. He's definitely the safer pick. But should we be captaining the player we think will get the most points and forget about rank? Because I think I'm going Palmer, not because I think he'll definitely get more points. So I don't really have an opinion on who gets more points. I genuinely think it's a 50-50. The bookies have Chelsea to score 3 goals. They got Liverpool to score 2.4. They do have Palmer at 0.95 for a goal. The worst thing Max can be is influenced by others. You have to remember how you get there. And I do think the only manager that I've ever known reaching a finish, like I'm talking like a top 10 or top 20 finish, that I can safely say was never influenced by others, is someone that managed to win FPL, Ali Yahangarov, and he did it by purely remembering to just play his own game and forget about FOMO. Now, Max has got to that point. But the big question for now, Max, as someone that's in the space and on Twitter and on YouTube or whatever, is can he block out the outside noise? Or at times, can he use the outside noise to inform his decision and improve his decision-making? Because again, there can be benefits of absorbing content, but deep down, you've got to back your instincts in your gut. And I know Max will do that whatever way. As Gooch says, don't be influenced by Twitter. Yeah, it's so tough. For me, I don't have an opinion on who gets more points. And you know me, guys. I love an opinion. I often give one. Ali's the GOAT for me. He was 215 in the world, and then he was 1 in the world. You'll never see a better 2-season combo than that. 215th followed by 1st, and his management style is high risk. He will not be captaining Salah this game week, I expect. But my point was, I don't have an opinion on who gets more points. So in that case, for me, as someone chasing at 700k, I may as well chase the upside. And that is why I think I'm going to land on Palmer. I think I'm going to be chasing upside, just like I did last week with Glasner, with Isak, with a 4-point hit, with committing to free hit 29. All my decisions at the minute are pretty much chasing upside. And Getty, fair question. It was what's changed after you're on Salah on Chasing Green Arrows. And this is really interesting. Yesterday on Chasing Green Arrows, a similar question came on, like, when I said Salah, I said I'm 60-40 on Salah. And I was last night. And someone asked in the chat and said, are you all right, Gianni? Why don't you just take a gamble? And my response was a little bit salty. I responded to that comment straight away and said something like, have I not chased upside enough in the last couple of days? And I just had a weekend of committing to free hit, bringing in Mateta, taking a 4-point hit, and captaining Isak against Mo Salah. And I felt like I'd had a really good week, but in a way I'd gotten away with it. And I felt like I've had enough risk taking for a few days. I just don't think I was ready to go again. Yeah, I'm here right now today, having had a really nice day out with my daughter, having slept on it. And I woke up this morning and I was like, I texted the guys in the WhatsApp group saying, I think I'm going to go Palmer. And I wanted the day to think about it, but I woke up going, I need to be chasing upside and I'm ready to take him on again and play risky FPL because it's risky FPL that's just got me a fat green arrow and a 30% rank change. But it's also risky FPL that's got me to a state of 1.2 million 2 weeks ago. The hair looks great. It's because I've been out. Thanks, Sammy. It's rarely washed. I'm even wearing a shirt. You guys don't see me smart. I'm always in a blue hoodie. Salah will be the upside by deadline. I'm not sure he will, Gucci. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you're watching for the first time, I would love you to support the stream and stay here. We've got world number 5, Max, in the chat. I know all your other favorite YouTubers are on. I'm only here for another 28 minutes. Go watch them for the next hour and a half after. But if you fancy staying, if you fancy subscribing, if you fancy liking, that would all be really, really appreciated, guys. Thanks as always for your support. So, yeah, I chased upside with Palmer. Well, one didn't work. Yeah, it's so tough. Sell Isak. I don't think you should be selling Isak. I'm 50-50. Might go Palmer at 90k. Oh, yeah. I mean, Sigurd. Sigurd, thank you so much for popping in and being a channel member. I realized the other day you've been a member for a while, so thank you very much. And thank you to Sammy, who's got extra emojis as a member because he's been a member for over a year. I think you unlock them at a year. Sammy, show us some emojis, will you? Personally, I don't love the Bowen captaincy. Q says, Max, you got you this far. What would you regret more? Taking the risk with Palmer or the safe with Salah? Max has definitely got a bit of risk profile because you can't be at top of FPL. You can't get to world number 1 ever by playing safe. Purely playing safe. Max has picked some differentials this season like Ashley Young and Robinson and 8 Nori and Aina from day 1. Oh, Chris. Huh, sorry, mate. Yeah, CJ at 430. Flip a coin 3 times and see how you feel. Special emojis are cool. Ryan's got them. Come on, Sammy and Ryan. And Freddie's got them. Yes, guys. Gucci's got them as well. How cool are they? I made these emojis over a year ago when I launched the membership platform and I haven't seen them. And I was like, I did always wonder. I was like, have I made them? Like, have they been made well? Or, yeah. What will they look like? So Marina's got them as well. I'm loving this. Hang about. Is this? Let me just see. Sorry, you got to hear me slurping. Guys, I don't know what to do with Eze. Start Hall or Mikolenko? I've got them both on the bench. Clean sheet odds would suggest Newcastle, although Lewis Hall has a assist threat, doesn't he? 9% for a clean sheet. Oh, nice poll idea. Let's do another poll. What are you lot doing? Is anyone making transfers? I really want to roll. I'm so bad at rolling. I just haven't rolled barely all season. It's ridiculous. How can I never roll? Right, let's do another poll. 49% of you are on Palmer now. There is a bit of a momentum shift. Like, this is the poll I did last night on Twitter, and this is quite a big sample size, 2,000 votes. This is where we're at, but the YouTube audience feels a little bit different. So if we're starting a poll, we're going to do, are you... So we'll just do transfer plans this week. Have you used one transfer? Have you taken a hit? Are you rolling? What you done, guys? Nutters in the chat getting influence in the poll. Yeah, thanks, off call. Yeah, I mean, anyone can join and be a member if you want to sign up and get those emojis. Hit the word join below. Hey, Jane, loving the stream. -4, Glasner from Emery. Do we fancy Palace again? I do. Yeah. Is Morgan Rogers out confirmed? I don't think so. No. Not that I know, unless anyone can tell me different. So Pedro for Cunha, thanks for the 12 points, but see ya. I think that's where we're at, Stephen. Rogers to Nkunku. Don't know. I don't know if that's brave or not. I think I prefer Neto, you know, even if he's out wide. Mateta and Bowen in for Rogers and Watkins, 2 free transfers. Yeah. I don't love the sell of Watkins, but I get it. You need the money and it works. And Mateta over Watkins this week, yeah. Yeah, Rogers isn't fully out. Doubt. Neto is a fun pick. Guys, do I go Eze or not? What do we reckon? If I go Eze, who do I bench? I don't really want to bench Dango. Dango's going to start up front against Brighton, who always give you chances. Evan Nilsson's not starting, guys. Not a chance. If I buy Rogers to Eze, I've got the exact funds. If I do it next week, I've got to take 2 transfers. I'll have 2 transfers. But who am I selling? Who am I getting money out of? I need to chase players that are... I need to chase players that are on... Guys, I still don't know my team ID. How funny is that? I need to chase players that probably double in 33. And that's really important to me because I don't have a wild card before 33. And I'm probably bench boosting. So as things stand, when we look at teams likely to double in 33, based on the predictors, Villa should double. Again, selling Rogers isn't ideal, but I'm happy to do it. I think. And with Champions League and stuff, Bournemouth probably doubling. Ipswich, Man City, Man United, Newcastle. Now, Newcastle, we know have a double in 32 and 33. Could I buy Gordon in that spot? Maybe. Could I ignore Eze and buy Gordon? I think I want to give myself breathing space and forget the price drops. Maybe I'll make 2 transfers next week. I also don't want the benching dilemma this week. Where are we at with captaincy, guys? I think I'm going to go. I've said it all stream. Going back on Palmer feels wrong while Paul's going rogue. Absolute classic reference from Red Rum. Afternoon, Mackham. Adam Watkins out. Cunha and Bowen in for a hit. Oh, that is brave selling Watkins, but I hear you. I don't mind the moves. Watkins to Cunha feels quite a popular one. The thing is with Watkins is everyone's selling him because he doesn't play in 29. And everyone's buying Cunha because he's got Southampton in 29. I'm not on a free hit, so my strategy is completely different to that. I would love Cunha in, but I will have him in 29 when I free hit. Oh. What do we need from Palmer tonight? Oh, wow. Guys, I am on Gimme Sport tomorrow. I'm just going to retweet it with Fabrizio Romano. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Love that. So they've got a show called Market Madness. It's episode 8. It's going to be live on YouTube at 1:30 tomorrow. If you fancy coming along and watching, that'd be pretty cool. And Give Me Sports YouTube channel. I'm with Fabrizio Romano doing a just more football chat, but I look forward to that very much. Love a bit of Fab. I've never met him. He's been on Chasing Green before, but that'd be cool. Yeah, say hi to Ibrahim. Exactly, he makes his graphics. Bench Atara, Wood or Cliver. Guys, this is why I don't want to buy Eze. I don't want to give myself that dilemma. Oh, quick live reminder. Oh, thank you, of course. Yeah, I think we need 2 returns. Like when we look at these fixtures, the game is tonight. It's the later game, isn't it? It's loads of 7:30 kickoffs tonight. That's why the deadline's 6, not 6:30. I think I'm going to do Palmer. And I don't think I'm going to do Eze. The Rodgers price drop is bloody annoying. He's already dropped. Why is all... I'm going to be in a bit of a dilemma next week. Do I get money out of Watkins? Do I get to Gordon instead of Eze? No, I really want Eze. The fixtures in 28 and 30 are brilliant. I could be tempted to do Rodgers to Eze. If I do that, do I bench Dango? The bookies have Dango versus Eze in terms of like Bournemouth versus Palace. Bournemouth at 1.43. They got Palace at 1.43. Unbelievable. And Dango's the 9. They won't be listed in this chart, will they? No. God's sake. No, I'm not going Maverick Paul. I did that last time with Isak, who I fancied. Celebrity friends. I wouldn't say he's a friend. I just happened to be on YouTube with him. I've never met him. What's wrong with Rico Lewis? Other than the fact City can't defend. And he's not guaranteed to start and he could cameo off the bench. What's wrong with Rico Lewis? Yeah, he's not going to be in my 11 much. It's just this week. He's gone after that. Who are the budget defenders we can buy? Like, if I sell Rico Lewis, I've got 4.3 to spend. Good defenders for 4.3? Is there anyone? There's a few at 4.4. Like, at 4.4, you get like Wan-Bissaka, you get Mikalenko, Nico Williams. Dan Burn is 4.4. If you go to 4.3, Mazraoui, Kilman. Kilman actually could be interesting at 4.3. He's got some all right fixtures and, just kept a clean sheet to Arsenal. Cole's 4.4, Leif Davis 4.3, but the Wolves guys are 4.3, to be fair. Matt Doherty has been starting games for fun at 4.3. Option, good fixtures coming up. Totti is also 4.3. The Brighton guys, you get Lewis Dunk at 4.2 when he plays. Yeah. It's tough. When he's back fit, Pau Torres is 4.2. God, there's some real cheapos. Disassi is 4.2, yeah. Is Veltman 4.3? I think he's gone up to 4.4, Sammy. Just check that. It was easier last year because everybody so seldom a benching problem now. Yeah, you're right. It's so big. My chip strategy. Thank you, Charlotte, for the question. I should mention this more often. I'm going against the template. The template chip strategy is to dead end in 29, wildcard in 30, 31. I am going to be free hitting in 29 and not wildcarding till 34. I'm going to dead end in 33 when I hopefully bench boost. Stay with Gakpo or go Cunha. I think Gakpo starts, but for 29 protection, if you're not free hitting in 29, go Cunha. Let's get to 150 likes. Come on, guys. The 229 of you watching, the vast majority of you I know are subscribed, but there's also a good 20, 30 that aren't subbed. I would love you to hit that button and subscribe to the channel, guys. As Paul says as well, hit them all. I think going against chip temp strategy is so fun. It is. And again, at my rank, it's part of the reason why I'm captaining Palmer. I just have to go back to the elephant in the room for my FPL decisions. And it is, you're having a bad season, Gianni. Your rank's not good. You gotta bet against the obvious. And I did it last weekend in a huge way. I'm going to do it again this weekend. I'm also on with James Pearce tomorrow on the Athletic. From the Athletic, he's the Liverpool reporter. Anyone know James Pearce? I see his tweets. Obviously, he's got 1 million followers. So on with James Pearce and Fabrizio Romano. Pretty cool. They've used a dodgy photo of me. Didn't ask me for that. I could have sent them a better one. Oh, sorry, guys. Got distracted. Athletic do great articles. Yeah. It's worth a subscription fee, the Athletic. Yes, thanks, off core. Let's do it. Let's do some quick fire. The short one's a bet. I like him, though. Yeah, he's a good mouthpiece. But yeah, he's got his for Liverpool stories. I think he's the guy, isn't he? I have triple Bournemouth, Kirkers, Clive, and Dango. Wow, good luck. You need goals versus Brighton. Shall I bench Minos? The benching questions, I'll only answer if it's like obvious, because the real tight ones I can't. It's too difficult. Like, that's your problem, not mine. I'm so sorry, Tobes. I can't answer that. Well, I'll try and answer it. I wouldn't be benching Daniel Minos. Let's do supposed to wait. It says FC tell him to say. Do you reckon? I don't know. I don't know if you can get to 1 million followers by purely doing that. I think he's been quite good with the sort of speculation around some of the contracts and stuff. But maybe, yeah, it's hard when you're a club reporter like that. You've got to keep the club happy. So I get it. But you also have to be able to tell good stories on the club at times, not always the best. Best differential captain for me, Pedro Neto. And that's proper wild, I know. Gakpo or Dango. Colwell will play, yeah. I think Reece James will start. I don't think he would have played 90 if yeah. Yeah, that's how to get the scoops. Yeah, true. You've got to be nice to him. Royal family and tabloids, give and take. Yeah. Hey, Jan, should I start Gakpo or Rodgers? Gakpo. Addison or Jorgensen? Jorgensen. He's number one. He's going to start. Clean sheet odds, by the way, are should be very high for Chelsea. 40%. Liverpool, 31. Finer is back in the Chelsea squad today, apparently. Really? Good to hear that. Although it's going to take him a while to be in the starting 11. That's the thing. Back in the squad and starting when you've been out for a while is often a big difference. João Pedro could start because of Welbeck still not being 100%. I wouldn't be buying Reece James, no. Thank you, Maliki. I love the Chelsea appetite there, and I do think he'll start, but there's no guarantee he starts. He did play 90 at Villa Park. Well, in centre mid. Reece James isn't the same FPL option since in the Maresca system, but also since his this latest injury. He's told to not gallop forward pretty much. He can't do the explosive stuff or he'll pull a hamstring. Fofana got done dirty with that challenge. Yeah. Who's ready for a dose of CJ? Yeah, I feel like I need big man. I need that to boost me today. I can't wait to tell big man I'm going to captain Palmer. Thoughts on premium defenders? Trent, but then I don't love the Arsenal guys at the minute. I think there's huge value in the likes of Daniel Munoz. I think Ait-Nouri is someone I'd absolutely be buying. Ait-Nouri for sure, guys. Yeah, I like that move from Spaghetti. Thoughts on Gamble Ferguson out of Paqueta? Not sure Ferguson's going to start. The front two against Arsenal was sort of Bowen and Kudus, and it worked. Did work. Guys, there's 200 of you watching. Thank you so much for the love. I would love to get another 10 subs by the end of the show. That'd be 1 sub a minute. If you are watching, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you're new around here. Some of you won't be new. You'll already be subbed. All you lot in the comments, you're already subbed. I know that. Excuse me. Oh, I did a bloody short and I've not shared it on YouTube. I scheduled it for 11 o'clock tomorrow. It's meant to be for 11 o'clock this morning. My team selection video, 60 seconds. Isak out, Marmish in. I'd be keeping Isak, guys. He could score against anyone. Flecken, or thank you, Adam. Flecken or Verbruggen. If you've got both and you're looking who to start, probably Flecken. Bournemouth are a very good attack. I know we've just seen a defeat, but obviously it was 10 men and we have to remember that, don't we? I think the chat would probably agree. By the way, I did do a poll in the chat. 55% of you have used a transfer. 20% have taken a hit. So straight away, you're going to see a bit of a rank increase this week. 25% are looking to roll. At the moment I'm rolling, I might buy Eze for Rodgers. The Eze fixtures are so good. I have to have Triple Palace. But do I go Henderson or Eze? That's my big question. I just don't really want Pickford long term. Like Pickford's fixtures are a bit rough. And if I'm bench boosting, I'm going to need it. It's a tough one. Like Pickford's fine for this week and next. Like it's Wolves, it's West Ham. But then after from game week 30, it's a really tough run for Everton. And I don't really want Pickford or I need another goalkeeper. If I go Eze, I'm blocking double Palace defence. And Palace do have clean sheets written on them here. They really do. But they've also got goals. So I fancy Palace clean sheet versus Ipswich at home and Southampton away. 28 and 30, I'm going to have Triple Palace. I just don't know if it's 100% Eze I want. And then 31's a bad fixture, a fine fixture. It's a derby. 32 is a bad double. It's City away, Newcastle away. So that's when you probably prefer, if you're going to go double attack, you prefer double attack to double defence. So I've got to think about the Eze move. And I guess what happens in the FA Cup is so important for those possible doubles. It's probably sensible to wait. Do I get money out of a Trent? Possibly, but he's got Southampton in 28. The ceiling's big and Bradley's out injured. Do I consider selling Palmer, but after the next two? Maybe. Do I get money out of Watkins? Very possibly. It's a lot of money, Ollie Watkins. 8.9 million. I could get money out of him. Watkins probably doubles in 33, though. And he has Southampton in 32. I think I need to wait. Next week, captaincy will be on Salah. Did you see my stat earlier where Salah has scored more points away? I did see that. Yeah. Oh, new sub. Benjamin says, roll. Look, considering you've hit the subscribe button and you come straight in with a bit of advice there, I appreciate that. And I think you might be right. I've got the exact funds to go Rodgers to Eze, but do I need to do it? Watkins double tonight. How do we feel about the Tuesday games? Tuesday games are the top, the first four on this list. This is from Rob T, by the way. I fancy a Bournemouth-Brighton draw, sitting on the fence. I fancy a Palace win. I fancy a Wolves win. And I fancy a Chelsea win. That was a mad stat. He's been unbelievable. Because we always think the Anfield factor, but this season, more than any other, has seen less of an advantage to the home teams. I don't know if you've seen that, not just for Liverpool, but thank you, Clive, double up. Brighton game could be very fun. Yeah, in England, they're all live as well for once. TNT. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thomas has hit us with payment, but I don't think you've got a question, Thomas. What's your question, mate? If you got it, do another soup. Do it, not another super chat. Do another. Ask a question, Thomas. Double Brentford attack's always fun. Always fun. Cathal, Jana. It's Jani with an I at the end, but yeah, all good. I get Jana a lot. I don't know why. Think of Rodgers and Hall out for Bowen Cresswell for free. Cresswell? Don't think Cresswell's starting, dude. Has Cresswell been starting? I'd be surprised. Cresswell. Okay, he started last time out. He didn't start versus Brentford. To be fair, under Potter, he has been starting. Totally missed that. I guess he's playing left centre back, is he? Because they're playing a back five. He's not playing wing back. It's fine. You're not on free here, are you? Thomas above Janny. Where's Thomas's comment? Oh, I can't see. Ah, here we go. Thank you for subbing, dude. You think Gakpo will start? I do. Also, I don't think he'll get 90, but I think he'll start. Also, I bought in Bowen after one of your videos yesterday. Oh, good. Video world number 1. Thank you, Thomas. Well, good luck with Bowen. I think Bowen's a great pick. Would I captain him? No. Is he a good pick? Yes. Do I prefer him Burmo if money's not an issue? Probably. Yeah, I'm saving the transfers, I think. Yeah. Scars is left back. That's what I used. Scars was getting left back over Emerson. So I just assumed Cresswell wasn't in the team. But obviously, Cresswell, as the years have gone on, has moved to left centre back, and playing in the back three works. Can't play in the back two, though, can he? Guys, thank you so much for all your questions. I'm trying to get through as many as I can with keeping my concentration levels up. I'm guessing we're quite close to our likes target, are we? Did we get to 200? Have we got to an extra 10 subs? Oh, we haven't. If 7 of you subscribe button, that'd be amazing. There's loads watching that are unsubscribed as well, so do hit the sub button, and I'm guessing we'll get to 200 likes, will we? Oh no, we're at 150. Ouch. To be fair, I think 150 was the target. We'll take that. Don't worry, you don't need to like. We got to 150. That was the target. That's the button to hit. Yeah, my current rank, Troy, I think is, I don't even know. It's 700. It starts with a 7. It's 700,000-ish. I'm not taking notice of my rank. It's so bad. But yeah, I did have a big green. I'm not going to do a CJ raid until they're live, Maliki, because I'm worried if I do the raid, people will see they're not live and they'll switch off. So when they're live, you can let me know. I've asked the CJ guys to message me. Yeah, we'll take that, Sammy. Quite right, especially with only a couple of hundred watching. Probably Porro, yeah. Wood or Palmer as captain? I don't think you should be captaining Chris Wood this week, dude. Palmer. I know Chris Wood's inevitable and amazing, but no. No. Bench Dango or Marmouche? Oh, neither. You can't bench Marmouche, dude. He looks too good, and Spurs will give him so many chances. Lovely differential. Sabotslai and Timber, Bowen and Manoz from -4. I don't like selling Sabotslai. It's paying so well, not on a 4-point hit. But yeah, Bowen and Manoz are great. So I don't hate it. I still don't own Chris Wood. It's very embarrassing. Yeah, she's got a friend round who's leaving now, I think. And when he has to leave, doesn't want to leave. So it's fortunately not my child screaming. Bench one of Wanieri. Don't sell sub, yeah. Bench one of Wanieri. I can't do all the benching questions. They're too hard. I think I'm going to captain Palmer, and I don't think I'm going to buy Eze. I just can't see how I get Eze next week for Rodgers. Where do I save 0.1? I guess I'll have options from Lewis to a 4.3. There's not too many 4.3s. This is absolutely the time you've got to commit to a free hit, guys. You've got to know what you're doing in 29 this week. I felt like you had to know last week, which is why I locked it in last week. Good guy on the stream. She will be one day, guys. She's going to be a little FPL pundit in the making. I could get money out of Watkins. I just feel like that's a lot of money for me. I bought him in for the double, and it was never a long-term plan. I guess it depends who's playing. I'd love Cunha. I would love Cunha. No, I'm definitely going to get Eze before the free hit. I've got to take advantage of free hitter, and that fixture against Ipswich, and then the other side of Ipswich is Southampton. So they're the two I'll own Eze for. It's just I don't feel the need to own him for Crystal Palace versus Villa, and I'd probably be benching him this week. That's the problem. I can't bench Dango. I can't bench Enzo. I can't bench Isak. I don't want to bench Watkins. So Watkins to Cunha is a very you go, Sammy. You go. I'm waiting for the guys at CJ to message when they're live. Could I sell Watkins to Cunha? That frees up a lot of cash. Cunha's what, 7.1, I'm guessing? It's a complete guess. I've not looked. 6.9. Watkins to Cunha works. Watkins to Cunha really works this week as well. Who would I prefer this week, Watkins or Cunha? In a 1 week play. And this isn't for 1 week. There we go, Paul. There we go. Cunha, Fulham were really bad. If I go Watkins to Cunha, I've got tons of money to be flexible moving forward as well. He is someone I would consider moving on Watkins. I've always thought he'll become a cash cow if I need him to. Fixtures for Cunha. Southampton I'm going to own him for in free hit anyway. But it's Fulham and Everton at home and West Ham. 3 homes in the next 4. And he is flying. I could be tempted, Go all in. I could do that move. I'm ruling out the Eze move because I want more clarity on Palace. But Watkins to Cunha, I'm considering. I know Watkins doubles in 33, but we don't know that. We don't know he doubles in 33. He could double in 33. He should double in 33, but we don't know it. Chasing Green Arrows has started. Guys, we're going to do a raid. I will answer more questions. Can we raid CGA with the word Palmer? Okay. So Chasing Green Arrows, YouTube. Let me just send a link. We need to raid it with the word Palmer. Big man's going to love that. Okay, so this is the link. Let's go over to Chasing Green Arrows, guys, with the word Palmer. Raid is Palmer. It's just Palmer. Let's spam the chat with Palmer. I want to see Big Man's reaction. So, guys, leave now. On the way out, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Christ, I don't have to say it again. But let's go over to CGA with the word Palmer in the chat. Just spam it crazy. You can put it 10 times each. Palmer, 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 Palmer. Let's go. I'll see you on Chasing Green Arrows very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yeah.